Hey guys, it's Melanie and happy Thursday. So today we are going to be doing another anti-haul. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. I was originally inspired to do them by the lovely Kimberly Clark. If you are not following her, I will put her channel link down below. Lots of good stuff on Kimberly's channel. You must go check her out. Okay, so this specific Ulta anti-haul is geared towards holiday releases. We all know that the holiday season starts really early in retail, especially around makeup related items. Holiday stuff started coming out in September, which is crazy. Don't get me wrong, I love Christmas. I love the holiday time of year. And, you know, I would love to celebrate that year round because it's just my favorite time of year. But they definitely start pushing this stuff very, very early, and it's earlier every single year. So I went through and looked at some of the releases that Ulta has come out with. Some of these things might also be released on the Sephora website. I will be doing a specific Sephora anti-haul either next week or the following week. That will be coming. I will link all of these things down below for you. Now, let me just preface this by saying just because I'm not going to be buying these things, that doesn't mean that I'm saying you shouldn't either necessarily. I'm just going to give you my thoughts on why I'm not, and maybe that will help you sort of analyze your, you know, potential purchases, and you might be able to talk yourself out of something, which is I think what these videos are kind of geared to do, is to like really make you think about stuff and, you know, like, do you really need it? Like, almost 90% of the time, the answer is going to be no, because do we need any of this stuff? No. But you may still want it, you may not want it anymore. But let's just go through and talk about it. I have like 16 items in my cart here, so we have a lot to go through. But I'm going to be brief, because honestly, my reason for a lot of these things is usually the same. Okay, so first thing is a release from Tarte. This, I believe, is specific to Sephora, not Sephora, Ulta. Sorry, we're doing Ulta. So this is $49. This is the Magic Star Collector set. Also, I'm going to link all this stuff in the description box. So if you want to go read some more about it, like if you know you're seeing that there's 4 stars here and you want to know why, go read up about the reviews. Again, that might help you make a decision for yourself personally. Reason I'm not getting this is because honestly, and I'm going to say this a lot about the Too Faced stuff as well that I'm showing you in this video, whenever I have purchased these Tarte or Too Faced collections in the past, the quality has not been the same as their regular formulation when they release, you know, their eyeshadow palettes throughout the year. It's not the same. It is mass produced for the holidays. They need to make as much money as possible on these holiday kits. So they're gonna sacrifice quality. They just are. It's part of it. Now, they're not terrible, and if you're looking to give this as a gift to someone, maybe, you know, you have like a 16 or 18-year-old in your life that doesn't have a huge makeup collection and you think that she would really enjoy something like this, it's a great gift. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's beautifully packaged. It's a little bit like over packaged for me personally. Like this is not practical. This is just it's a big box. There's the cover for it right there. It's a big box. This would be hard for me to store. And I know the formula isn't the same. So this isn't worth it for me. And honestly, if you have any of the other Tarte or Too Faced for that matter, kits from other holiday seasons, the shades are very similar. There's only so many, you know, different variations you can do. So this one is definitely a no-go for me. Next, let's go with Too Faced. This is going to be pretty easy here because, so this set is $42. This is their Pretty Little Planner. I believe there's also a planner that came out at Sephora as well. You'll see that on my list. But these shades, I have very similar shades to all of these in my what is it called? A Few of My Favorite Things palette that I got like 2 or 3 years ago. There's really not much difference. There's no reason for me to have more of these. Again, the quality isn't the same either. It's not the same as the regular Too Faced eyeshadow formulation. So I'm just not gonna waste my money. And I'm not into the cutesy stuff anymore. I have to be honest. The older I get, I'm gonna be 39 in a couple weeks here. The older I get, the less sucked in I am by like packaging like this. I'm not gonna use a planner from Too Faced. Again, I think this is probably a great gift option for like, you know, someone in their teens or in their 20s maybe, who really still is drawn to cutesy stuff like this. I just personally am not. And, you know, like, don't take offense if you are someone who's 50 and you are sucked in by stuff like this. That's totally fine. It's just all a personal preference thing. But my personal preferences have changed quite a bit. And this stuff just is not doing it for me anymore. Okay, the Too Faced Best Year Ever. This one's $49. Again, look at the stars here. It's not, they're just not getting like the best reviews, a lot of these holiday kits. Now, they do have some nice neutrals in here. There's this kind of like fun palette here. So you're essentially getting like 3 different palettes that have 6 eyeshadows and then a cheek product or a face product. Looks like you're getting a bronzer, a highlighter, and a blush. Again, cute packaging, and always that Better Than Sex mascara is tossed in there too. It's cute packaging, but I'm not going to use this. I'm just not. So it's not worth it for me. Once again, maybe for a gift. But at this point in my life, I guess at this stage in my life, I am looking for quality over quantity. So yeah, there you have it. Okay, let's go back to Tarte. This is something I just wanted to point out. So there's a lot of different lip sets that come out during the holiday time as well, right? Formulation might be somewhat similar to their original, but I can't say for sure. The reason that I put a couple of these lip sets in here for you is just to get you to think about the fact that, yes, there's some really great neutrals here, but are you going to wear these 2 darker shades on a regular basis? Some of you might, in which case, absolutely, a set like this would make sense. But for me personally, I'm a neutrals girl, and 2 of those lip products there, I could gift them to somebody else, but I'm not going to use them personally. So I'm trying to stay away from sorry, I just bumped the camera. I'm trying to stay away from larger kit type things, even though they are kind of a good deal, just because there's always usually at least 2, sometimes 3 items in the kit that I don't end up using on a regular basis. Now, that's not to say that I haven't purchased lip kits in the past. I have. And there are some that have been great because they've been filled with nothing but neutrals, which is what I like, you know, am drawn to. But kind of think about what you're drawn to and then decide whether it's worth it for you or not. Obviously, this is 34 bucks. I think these colors here, this one, this guy here, and then this guy are very pretty, but the other 2 I wouldn't wear on any kind of regular basis, so that's just not worth it to me. You might be kind of surprised by this next one because I always get these Tarte blush palettes. Every single year I have gotten them. This is the first year I'm going to skip it because I already have several of these blush palettes, and honestly the shades in here are very dupeable on the last like 4 that I purchased. So I'm not going to do it this year, but these are lovely shades. I'm not going to lie, this one was a little bit tempting for me, but I already have shades that are very similar to these. They may not have the same names, but they're very similar, and I already have them in other palettes. So this is $39 that I can save myself here. This one is getting good reviews. So this is one that I may encourage you to actually think about if you're in the market for a blush palette. I do find that the blushes are pretty close to their original formulation typically in these types of palettes. So they're a great option. You know, if you're on a tighter budget and you just need more for your money, these would be something that I would say go for, but I'm going to skip out on this one this year because it's just very similar to the other shades that I have. 2 things from Becca here. These are 2 things I was sort of tempted by, but then when I thought about it, I thought, no, I don't need this. I already have highlighter palettes, and I'm not, you know, and shimmer doesn't really appeal to me as much anymore, and these do have quite a few shimmer products in them. So this is the Après-Ski Glow collection. This is the Glow Face Palette. In here, you are going to find some shimmering pressed, shimmering Skin Perfector pressed highlighters. You're going to find some mineral blushes, some luminous blushes, some sunlit bronzer. Yeah, so I feel like Becca does do a decent job with their holiday stuff. Again, I don't know if the formulation is quite exactly the same. This is one that I would definitely check out in store and still kind of look at, but just knowing that a lot of this stuff is a little bit more shimmery than what I would like, I'm putting this on my no-buy list. It is $54, so it's a spendy one, so maybe wait to see this one in person if you're thinking about it. Another one that I skipped out on, and I thought this was interesting, this is the Becca Highlights Eyeshadow Palette. This is $45. These are basically just minis of a lot of their shimmering skin perfectors. So they have the pearl, the rose quartz, the topaz, the opal, the moonstone, the toasted marshmallow, which I think is new, and the hot cocoa, which I think is new. But if you already have these shimmering pressed skin perfectors, I do this all the time where I will use those as a lid shade. Like I don't need to buy this palette because I already have a couple of these. I have opal, I have moonstone, and I don't need any of the other ones because I have other highlighters I can put on my face. So, I mean, I guess this would be good like double duty, but these are pretty small, you guys. This is not a lot of product in these guys. So, I don't know. Maybe look up some other reviews on this if you're thinking about getting it, but if you already have these highlighters, I don't think this is worth it at all. All right, what do we have here? We have another, this is the NYX Professional Makeup Lip Lingerie Vault. I just put this in here because it's another example of, let's take a look at it. It's a lot of lip product. There's a lot of lip product in here, but are you gonna use every single one of these? Probably not. Now, this would be a good thing to get if you wanted to, if you had a bunch of girlfriends and you guys were doing a gift exchange and you wanted to put together like say trios or, you know, like quads of some lip products, maybe with like a candle or something, and create a gift out of that. For that purpose, I would say go for it. This is a great deal for 65 bucks. But if you're buying it for yourself personally, really think about whether you're gonna wear all these. Probably not every single one. So is it really worth it in the end? Maybe just buy 2 or 3 of the full size that you know you're gonna go through, but don't get the whole shebang here. I think it's too much product. And most of the time, you're not gonna wear it all. These I actually saw in store, and I was tempted when I saw them come out online, but I saw them in store, and I was like, ooh, I don't like the formula of these at all. These are the Butter London Majesty Metals 4-piece glaze and eyegloss collection. This is a personal thing, guys. I think this is a good deal. And if you like eye glazes or eye glosses, maybe go for this, but I do not like them. They're very wet. The dry down time, it takes a little while, and I just don't have the patience for that kind of stuff. I do think this is a cute gift though. Might be something to consider if you are gift hunting, or again, if you yourself like eyeglasses. There's some pretty colors in here and they're all great neutrals, and this purple on the bottom here is actually beautiful in person. So just a no-go for me, but probably worth checking out for some of you. All right, I have a couple of Laura Geller holiday items in here. I'm going to talk about this online only exclusive first. This is the 31 Days of Holiday Eyeshadow Palette. I really almost bought this, and then I thought, this is the most impractical packaging on the face of the planet. It's a huge, it looks huge, probably because it is. It has a ton of eyeshadows, and I like these eyeshadows from Laura Geller, but this is not practical. I'm gonna have trouble storing this. It's gonna be a pain in the butt when I do pull it out for my, you know, weekly or bi-weekly or monthly, let's be honest here, monthly beauty baskets. yeah, this just, I talked myself out of this, and if you're thinking about it, really think about the size of this sucker and how functional it is for you. This is not functional for me. It's not worth me spending the 60 bucks. Also, this Holiday Lights 6-piece full-size beauty collection. Normally I go for these. What I don't like is she only offers a fair or medium option. So those of you with darker skin tones, you don't even have a chance to pick out your shade in this, which sucks. But this comes with a full-size spackle as well as the products in here are all full-sized. But I don't use the spackle. And it also comes with a pink grapefruit blush, which I already have. So this just doesn't make it worth it for me. Normally, I really like these Laura Geller sets, but this just was not worth it this go around. All right, eyeshadow palettes. I'm not going to be purchasing the Pure Pro Extreme times Etienne eyeshadow palette. This is 42 bucks. This is getting some decent reviews so far, but I already have all these shades. I'm not gonna lie, I almost bought this. I actually was to the point where I was ready to hit purchase, but I looked at it again and I realized that in all of my warm toned eyeshadow palettes, like the Too Faced, the recent peach eyeshadow palette, the matte one that they put out, I bought that. Shades are similar. The Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, similar shades in there. I just didn't need this, so that saved me 42 bucks. I'm a fan of that. Anastasia did come out with another eyeshadow palette, the Prism eyeshadow palette. I've seen reviews on this. I've seen people's swatches, and I just don't like the colors. I mean, I don't like these colors. That's all there is to it with this one. I've heard that the quality is better, so if you like these colors, this might be a good fit for you. But for me personally, I'm not going to wear the vast majority of these on any kind of regular basis. So this is not a great option for me personally. And once again, this has saved me $42. And then the very last thing is, if we can get back to it, this bad boy right here. The Bare Minerals, now this is an online only here. This is the Bare Naturals Ready Eyeshadow Palette 14.0. I mean, how high are these numbers here gonna go? So 14.0. Reason I'm not gonna get this one, I will say the Bare Minerals really does have a very similar formulation to their original eyeshadows in their holiday palettes. But I have other holiday palettes from Bare Minerals, and I have all of these shades already in those palettes. So I would say if you like the look of this, I think the quality is there, quite honestly, for $45. But if you already have other eyeshadow palettes from Bare Minerals from recent years, the colors are just, they're repeats. And it's fine. I mean, it's, you know, there are some people that didn't buy last year's palette, so this is perfect. They can get this year's. But for me personally, I'm going to skip this one this year. It's just, you know, this Twilight shade here, I actually don't have anything quite like that, but I'm probably also not going to wear it on any kind of regular basis, so it's not worth it for me to buy this for you know, one shade that I don't have in my collection from Bare Minerals. So not gonna do it. Anyway, that's it. Again, you guys check out the links below and read up on a little bit more on any of these given things. You might decide that you like them, or you might decide, like me, nope, it's on my no-buy list. So hopefully this was helpful. Let me know what is on your Ulta no-buy list for this holiday season. And like I said, a Sephora version of this video will be coming to you shortly. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.